Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, it is going to be an electric start here today. It is so exciting down here on the field. As you know, Indiana coming off their first national championship in school history in college football. The fans are crazy. It is electric, but Coach Cignetti knows they cannot rest on their laurels of last season. With so many guys gone and the Heisman Trophy winner gone, they have to start over today. They can't wait to get on the field and prove this Indiana team can sustain success against North Texas. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Hoosiers offense will get first crack at it today. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. In this unit, man, they're going to paint holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that? Caught, and he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Beebe. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. I mean, anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Hoosiers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
So North Texas offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Mean Green might have found something after that last big play through the air. They'll go to the counter play. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The offense changing the play. Maybe some room here. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. On the ground, it's White. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Jackson gonna throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Run inside. It's Beebe. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Looking for a huge play. Got it! Slippery slide! Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score on this next possession.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Running inside, it's White. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Richard. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Becker. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Back to throw. It's Hoover. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Find some fresh air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. He's going to take off, and the ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's White. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it up to 30. Off and running. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He now has 74 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Jackson will throw. Snagged out of the air. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's White. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's White. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's White. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
I'm I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. That'll move the chains. It'll be a 1st down for North Texas.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the 1st down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking for the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Hoosiers take their 1st time out. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's more. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few 1st downs, get that first down right now.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
To the air, it's Hoover. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Finds his man. It's Tipton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they get the take away and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly to the tight end. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Buckeyes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Now back to your game in Bloomington.
The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson will throw. That's caught. It's Reese. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He's got him this time. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defeated.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground because there's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Trying to power it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Here's how the career starts. His first carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands. It's Becker. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Beebe. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been light.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Using his legs, it's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired.
He's loose. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And the punishment has been extended. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Under fire. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but his defense might get a little help from the officials here. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The run inside. It's Alexander. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Got a man, it's Beebe. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Give to the single back. Turning it on. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Mean Green, after that last run, why not go back to the well? Looking for space. It's White. Finding some room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Tipton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running inside, it's Beebe. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find...
Makes a grab and room to run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throwing right. He's got it. Gets away from one, finds room. He is stopped short on the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. The run inside. It's Beebe.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still